right? We respected our users. The most important word here is respect. Don't take them for granted. I mean, today a user is using a product largely because they trust in you, they believe in what you're trying to do. It's not because that is the only option. And I think these events, and I'll come to this later, these events, or what are the positives, point to the fact that WhatsApp is not the only thing. Uh, Last year, I would, if somebody had said that come and use Telegram, I had tried Telegram much before, I would say absolutely not. Right now, personally, all my group chats, personal chats are all on Telegram. I don't use WhatsApp. It's only for because we arrange these hackathons that I'm there, and business communications. Most of my personal, in fact, all of it is on Telegram. So that is a positive. I'll come to that later. But yeah, the context is absolutely critical. So you can take a hard call. So you have it in you, and the product team within WhatsApp could have told the guys, either the legal team or the business team, that boss does look at, and if the product ownership was there within WhatsApp, most likely this would have happened, and they would have either thought about it in a better way, that the rollout would be staged, that we would do it with multiple communications and then push it out, rather than just a pop-up. You see how un-WhatsApp like that pop-up is, right? It's just, you just don't think it's created by somebody within WhatsApp, because most likely it hasn't been. It is the same pop-up that you see within the messenger for Instagram. Very similar. It just comes up when 2 or 3 conditions or logics are satisfied. It just comes up. The text and CTAs, etc., are different, but the context, again, as I said, is very important. 360-degree. Okay, let me just show this to you. 360-degree communication. So one part of the problem statement did say that it's not just about the app. So most of his suggestions are about the app. But remember, that's not the only place where people consume information about WhatsApp and WhatsApp privacy policy. If you go to Google and search WhatsApp privacy policy in India, of course, the first result is an ad. Abhi to chala gaya because it was already there. But the first result is an ad by, that WhatsApp has put, which is good. What they're trying to do here is they're trying to prevent any misinformation. But the problem starts here. Now, while they've put this page, look at what the page says. Is this page, I mean, for you guys read our problem statements, and the number one thing that I'm always scared of is that people will not read. Why would somebody read this page? I mean, they are putting money into this, getting people here. In fact, all their employees, if you ask them, they point you to exactly this page. This is the sole page that everybody is brought to. This page is absolutely, unimaginative. That's what I would say. In terms of communication, this page would score, I would say, barely 2 or 3 out of 10, because it really doesn't feel like, I don't feel like reading it. Now look at an example that a company that does privacy changes a lot, and we've been part of it, and we've given it more data than we've given WhatsApp, and it has given it to businesses, and it does give ads. Google, look at how they do it. So when on their privacy page, which we don't read, they have videos, they have explainers, right? They have a very clear mechanism of how you can opt in and opt out of things. They've done it very well. I'm not saying they've done it fantastically well. Obviously, there are certain pages on privacy policy which are very crappy. But look at this page. This is the changes, right? If this is like a Word doc showing you changes between 2 different privacy policies, right? It highlights what are the words that have been changed. I think there are various examples that are there outside of the app that can be considered as part of this problem statement. So if you're a product person, remember, you don't have ownership. So suppose you were the owner of, I don't know, WhatsApp product privacy, if that was your designation, these would also come as part of it. I know everything is not, it's not possible to cover all of it in 3 days, but this is also what we were looking for when we said, look beyond the app. Language English only works. So Shubham has already touched on this, and I think enough has been talked about it. But it's very surprising that the policy, even right now, as I said, right, it defaults to English. There is obviously a Marathi, Hindi, Tamil, etc. tab, but how many people actually go and do it? I don't know. Maybe there could have been nudges here. Maybe within the app there could be nudges. Even now the app one is still in English, is what I feel. And the use of video. Why aren't they using a video? I mean, I don't understand. We use videos just for communicating the product launches that we do these days, and we are 2 people running this company. Why can't WhatsApp do it? It's baffling, honestly speaking. Then what are the positive? Okay, one main positive, okay, for me at least personally, and also for UX Hack, so to speak, we were not on Telegram. We have our own Telegram channel. If you want, you can subscribe to it. It's better as a way to get our message across rather than the WhatsApp broadcast that we have to those who are subscribed. There are too many issues. We can run polls, we can do quizzes, we can do multiple things. We can share articles much easily. Lots of things are there. Plus, there is API level access within Telegram. So I'm not here to tell you what is good about Telegram and Signal, but the point is there are positives that have come out of this. This is one positive, that there are alternatives. that are as good, or sometimes in some cases even better, right? That is point number one. Are there any other positives? I would say businesses in India, especially the ones from outside India, will now really think hard about the privacy changes that they do. This also has a lot to do with the new laws, that draft laws, privacy laws that are coming through. And I think that will get a little bit more impetus, which is a great positive, because we don't have any privacy laws in India. Fun fact, for those who are not aware, in Europe, WhatsApp has done the same update, but there it's not a mandatory opt-in, right? The language is different. Even the CEO has tweeted two different tweets, one for Europe and one for India. Very surprising. The reason being, in Europe, they have very strict privacy policy laws. India has no laws. So that's one another positive.